Hello, welcome back. I'm Shelf Unit and this is my Let's Play of Shadowrun Returns. So it's been a while since I recorded. Last episode we did our prologue and created the character, Even Star. She is a elf and she is a... the word has escaped me. Shaman. So this is her, essentially. We gave her a little bit of close combat and some pistol work. And then we carried on doing her with her charisma and conjuring abilities. We've got 0 money. We discovered that through a flashback, well, we discovered that one of our friends has been killed and has sent us a quest to avenge him or find out exactly what and why. And we'll be earning a lot of money if we do that. And in the prologue, it basically gave us a bit of background knowledge of our group. The fact that we were in some form of team with him that did slightly disreputable hacking and what have yous from big corporations, and it just gave us a quick overview of the combat system, which is action point turn-based type thing. So yeah, this is our current personage. Okay, this is just the basics. Our objectives: we've got to ask the coroner about Sam Watts, who's the friend. So, dead man switch. Your plane hits the SeaTac tarmac with a jolt. Welcome to Seattle. The chilly northwest rain obscures your vision as you step onto the tarmac. Before long, you're sitting in the cramped back seat of a cab, following the signal from Sam's locator chipped into the heart of Redmond Barrens. Organ grinders, a legal chop shop for body parts, whether from the living or the dead. If you're hurting bad enough for new yen, which is the money, this is the place to sell a limb or an organ. It's also a good place to dispose of an inconvenient body whilst making a little cash on the side. This franchise is the closest thing the Barrens has to a morgue. It seems this is where Sam Watts' body has ended up. You open the door and are assaulted by the smell of death and a beach. Now, having been to Seattle a few times, the only time I've ever really been is when it's been hot and sunny. And yeah, so we've got no mission items. Our inventory. We have a basic outfit. No weapons at all, which I find is ridiculous. No cyberware. God, we've got basic clothing and that's it. Jeez, no weapons. Eesh. Okay. So, it's a point and click, so we can go and have a look. I think if you tab... No, I thought tab might have... Okay, he's in the back. We can sort of move by... We can move the camera via the arrow keys. The smell of death and composition wash over you, only slightly masked by the minty fake fresh of industrial grade antiseptic. We can go through here. Anything we can take at all? Doesn't seem so. Okay, we've got to talk to this guy then. Dresden. Okay. Hovering over the recently departed is a small dwarf whistling a tune. His broad grin says, "I love my job." A little more than you'd want or expect from someone in the chop shop trade. As you approach, he looks up with a lopsided grin. There's something kindly in his eyes, though. It might just be a stray reflection of chrome and surgical tools. "Sorry, I didn't expect any visitors at this hour, and some asshole at corporate took my receptionist. What can I do for you, ma'am? Are you the coroner?" I'm John Dresden, the organ grinders branch manager here, so yeah, that makes me this franchise area's coroner too. And you are? Evenstar, I'm here about Sam Watts, or Evenstar, I represent a man named Sam Watts, and I'm here to look into his murder. No one you've ever heard of. Now tell me about Sam Watts. Even here, I'll go for the top one. Don't want to give too much away. His grin fades. And what makes you think I know anything about that? Sam had a locator chip embedded in his skull. I followed it here. I see. Well, you're right, he's here. Not too many people know about the murder yet, though. Press haven't caught wind of it yet. What with it being all the way out here in the Barrens. So who told you he was dead? Sam did. When his heart stopped, 100,000 new yen was wired to my accounts in my name. I find the killer, I get paid. Or Sam digital ghost. When his heart stopped, I got a sent recorded messenger. Yeah, I'm not going to tell him there's money involved, because I kind of want it. The dwarf raises an eyebrow, a smile wiping the suspicion from his face. Dead man switcher? Fascinating. I was working on him earlier. He's over here. I assume the little question, speech bubble over the top means that we need to talk to him. Dresden. He's my second Emerald City Ripper victim. Third one was downtown. Ripper, huh? I guess the classics never go out of style. He sighs. Not my title. That's what the Seattle Press insists on calling the Rip Killer. All I know is that, like the original Jack, our Ripper knows how to handle a scalpel. But this one's even more twisted. He or she always removes an internal organ from the victim. What prize did the Ripper take from Sam? Watt's liver was cleanly cut out. How about the other lucky contestants? The first victim's heart was missing, and the third had his spleen removed. McCluskey. Dresden, get out here! I'm here about the new Ripper Vic, Sam Watts. So we now appear to have... Oh, let's have a look. Sam's body is half covered by a sterile surgical sheet. His face an ashen white. For the first time without a smirk on it. Below the chest there's a small pencil-thin incision covered in dried blood. Beyond that the corpse is immaculate. It would seem that the killer knew exactly what they wanted from him, and took it. Next to Sam are several plastic envelopes containing the evidence found on his body. You can examine the evidence through the bag without spoiling it. Look at the business card. Moving things around you can make out that it's a card from the place called the Seamstresses Union. There's something handwritten on the back, but blood has made it illegible. Cred stick. Standard cheap unsecured cred stick. No way of knowing what's on it without slotting it. Oh, excellent. So we've got 300 new yen now. Look at the purple shirt. Sam's shirt. Several of the buttons are missing and the blood has thoroughly soaked it. The bag sloshes a bit in your hand. Yeah. And the handwritten note. You can only see part of the note given the torn off bits and bloodstains. Sam, I feel terrible that we have been long... Say I'm sorry. So you love... They love Jessica. Put down the evidence bag. Nope. We've got a med kit. Anything else? I should have tabbed that just to see if it was let's talk to this game. Towering over the diminutive coroner is a homicide detective right out of central casting. If you ignore the tusks, pointed ears and Neanderthal brow, you can smell his cheap aftershave from a mile away. So, this new Ripper Vic, Watts, name's familiar. Didn't his mother kill herself a while back? Coroner frowns. So you insisted at the time. You chortles. Come on, she offed herself. I had it on very good authority. Now let's go, Dresden. Give me something to work with here. The Ripper case is my ticket to a lieutenant's badge. I've already posted everything I know. Killer stuns the target with a combination of drugs and magic, then removes a single internal organ whilst they're still alive. The perpetrator is most likely right-handed with a slim hand that knows its way around a scalpel. And he has a decent understanding of human and metahuman anatomy too. So I'm looking for a whacked-out surgeon? Not necessarily. I don't know any surgeons who still use scalpels anymore. These days it's all done with computer-controlled lasers. Could be anyone from a military field surgeon to an antique medicine aficionado. You're no damn help, dwarf. The Lone Star detective finally notices you. You know his superhuman powers of observation. Who the hell are you? I'm the nobody who didn't hear nothing. I'm new in town. You the welcoming committee? You the detective on this case? I was hired by Sam Watts to assist you in finding his killer. The dreck you were! You get anywhere near my investigation and it'll be ooh on the slab, elf. He looks back at the dwarf. Dresden, tell me more. Give me more. I'm putting someone in a cell or a box this week and claiming my promotion. And so he's off. Just gonna see, is there anything? Not that I can tell. Dresden. Dresden looks amused. You always make friends that easily? I'm great at dinner parties too. He cocks his head to one side. Be straight with me. You really gonna work for the dead man? Sam was there when I needed him. I'm gonna return the favor. Fascinating again. Detective McCluskey isn't interested in anything but Detective McCluskey. He'd convict his own mother if it meant another 10 new yen a week in his paycheck. Plus, he's on the take. Dresden pauses, considering. You have honor after a fashion. I try to honor the dead in my work, so we have that in common. What can I do to help you? On the take, who's paying to hold his leash? I don't know, but someone with major pull has been looking out for McCluskey's career and wallet. What was that McCluskey said about Sam's mother? The official report is she committed suicide about a year ago. You don't buy that? My name's on the report, but my actual findings left some doubts. I can't say that it wasn't suicide, but there were unusual bruises on her upper arms, and she didn't use her dominant hand to pull the trigger. I was told to drop it, so I dropped it. What are organs worth these days? A whole healthy body can be worth a bunch in new yen, but individual organs, not as much anymore. What with all the synth and cyber stuff on the market these days. Organ grinders only deals in the recently deceased. There's plenty of other chop shops that aren't as picky though, and they don't care where the bodies come from either. Who still uses scalpels? Doctors still learn to use them in the first year of medical school, as do coroners, but neither profession uses them much anymore. It's possible that some of the slimier chop shops still use scalpels, I suppose, but I wouldn't know where to look. Have you heard of the Seamstresses Union? There's a nearby club in the Barrens that attracts low lives. You'll probably like it. Me, I'm not really the going out type. Always too much to be done around here. Plus, the dead are just easier to get along with. Just need to know one more thing. Where was Sam killed? Dresden looks up at you intently for a moment before speaking. You know, I might be able to do you one better. Why don't you poke around those body lockers in the back and see if you can find any useful? Okay, then I'll go do that. Okay. Tab, no. Okay, so there's no tabs or anything. But you just hover over them and they appear. Fair enough. Open the drawer. The cold storage drawer opens to reveal the fully clothed body of a man, arms folded across his chest. In addition to sporting some of the brightest orange hair you've ever seen, the body seems to be in very good condition. Jake Armitage. Whoa! Easy there! In one quick move, he jumps down from the drawer and stands before you. For someone who just woke up in a morgue locker, he seems unfazed and pretty well put together. You spot a data jack drilled into his temples above, and some shamanistic tattoos peeking above his collar. An interesting combination. Jake Armitage. I told John to wake me up at 6 in the morning. Is it 6 yet? Doesn't feel like 6 yet. Sorry, I didn't expect you to be so, alive. Yeah, Dresden thinks he's pretty funny. You're not the first person who's pulled this one on. He chuckles. Well, so much for a good night's sleep. On the plus side, I've noticed you haven't killed me yet. That's good. If you aren't after me, what's your story? Looking into the death of Sam Watts, the coroner seems to think you can help me out. Sam, huh? Glad somebody cares. We used to drink together every now and then over at the Union. Decent enough guy, always in trouble over something or other, though. Jake yells towards the other side of the room. John, is this lady cool? Yeah, she's on the level. Working for Sam. Believe it or not, some sort of dead man switch. I thought you could help her out. Maybe. Even stop moping around the shop all day. Thanks for volunteering me. He pauses. Might be sizing you up, but it's hard to tell behind those shades. All right, the name's Jake, and you are? Nice to meet Jake. I'm Even Still. Well-mannered, too. Such a rare thing in this city. Well, it sounds like you're taking a dive into the deep end. John's right. I might be able to help you out. I was with Sam the other night, the night of the murder. Poor guy. He was hanging at the Seamstresses Union that night. tripped out and rowdy. I'd been laying low there for a few days after a bad run. Mrs. Kubota asked me to throw Sam out, so I did. But in the alley, some gangers got the jump on me. He winces. Damn, maybe I need some soy calf after all. John, could you grab me a cup? Get your own damn cup. My hands are dirty anyway. Now what's wrong with this intestine? You hear a loud squelching sound as Dresden continues his work. Thanks, John, you're a real pal. Anyway, there's a big fat corp bounty on my head, like I said, but my last job didn't exactly go according to plan. Out in the alley, a few Halloweeners got the jump on us. Damn gangers thought they could turn a quick profit off my head. Jake smiles, and you get the impression that it didn't work out so well for the gangers. Sam stumbled off during the fight, though, and that's the last I saw of him until he turned up here, dead on arrival. Reminds me of my last day in this place. You done this before? That's a long story. I ended up in the morgue more often than the average guy. Yeah, Jake here's a regular. Should have started a rewards card. Jake, a few more visits and you get a free night's stay. Jake laughs. I'll hold you to that, John. Anyway, they found Sam's body less than a block away from their union, missing a liver and all. Tell you what, you look like you can handle yourself in a fight. I could use some backup to settle the score with these Halloweeners out there. Their leader's got the whole gang searching the barrens for me. I need to get rid of that asshole. In return, I'll take you to his place. Sam was murdered. It's not safe to hit these streets alone at night, trust me. Jake eyes you up and down. Maybe I'll throw in some decent supplies while we're at it. What do you say? It's nice to have someone watching your back out there. Assuming you can trust them. I get it. Gotta be careful in this trade. I'm not want to go back on the deal, though. John can vouch for that. Plus, you know where I'm hiding out, right? Doesn't leave me a lot of room to sell you out. What do you say? I do like a bit of street justice every now and then. Alright, Jake, count me in. Great. I've been hiding out here ever since that run-in with the Halloweeners. Whiny bunch of gangers. But on the stretch the barrens is their turf. Hell, I'm surprised you even made it into the morgue in one piece without packing some heat. He yells over his shoulder. Very funny, Jake. You can sleep in the dumpster tomorrow. So, you need a weapon? Give me a pistol. My weapon of choice as well. Here, take this one. So, ready for an evening out on the town? Just a minute, tell me some more about these gangs first. Well, they're one of the nastier gangs in town. Their symbol is the flaming jack-o'-lantern. But you wouldn't like their version of trick-or-treating very much. Around here they're led by a troll named John Paul. He's got all the Halloweeners in the barrens looking for me. We take him out, maybe I can breathe a little easy. If you're buying. Hey, I've already provided the party favors. You can leave whenever you're ready, lady. Basic trauma kit. And another basic med kit. Anything else? How do I get in there? No? Fair enough. Right, let's check on my items. Okay. I've got 2 basic trauma kits, or basic med kits. Okay. Heals 10 hit points. So that's me. And this is my buddy Jake. So he's got a lot of pistol and some dodge, throwing. What he got? He's got some spells. Fair enough. Any cyberware? Yep, he's got a data jack. Don't know what that does. Okay. I'm just going to quickly save. I can't save, of course. Why would I be able to? Let's head out into the barrens. The Redmond Barrens. See if I can read it. Run in Seattle, sprawl, and sooner or later you'll find yourself in the Redmond Barrens. It doesn't matter your business. Barrens doesn't like you. Take 1 part radioactive wasteland, 3 parts dog-eat-dog slum, and add a dash of tourist trap, and you've got a recipe for mean as hell. You leave the sanitized death and formaldehyde of organ grinders behind, entering the anarchy and desperation of the streets. Jake stops a moment to breathe deeply, filling his lungs with the motorcycle exhaust. Radioactive dust, cordite, and who knows what else. He exhales with an expression of wry contentment. The stench and grime tell him he's home. Auto-saved. Lovely. My stash is just around the corner. Okay. Alright, so that's where his stash is. Is there anything down here? No. Okay. So anything... Can I save it? Just out of interest? I can save. Fair enough. Cool. Right then. Let's just quickly save. Hidden in the garbage strewn alley is a high-tech safe with a magic card reader on the front. Open the safe with Jake's mag card. The smooth hiss the safe opens to reveal a collection of gear that's a perfect match for your skills. Take the gear. Oh! Okay. Right then, so it's me. So I've got fist or a bullet. I think I'm going to shoot this git. Anything else? What do I have? Okay. Ah, right. Okay. Yeah, that's a bit rubbish, actually. That's a little better. Jake, you're going to shoot this guy. Perfect. And then you're going to shoot this guy. He missed me. And ran. Excellent. Oh, I missed him on a 99? You are having a laugh! Jake outed. So, welcome to the Barrens. I guess I'll need to find a new spot to hide my gear. So I should invest in real estate around here? Only by the hour. Hey, you've seen where I stay tonight. Now that you've got some gear, let's go deal with those Halloweeners. Okay, so by the looks of it... yeah, we heal up after every fight. Okay. Now let's quickly have a look again at my equipment. Okay, so I've got my maximum stuff. I'm just going to save after the combat. Don't know exactly whether we refill all our bullets, but we shall have to see. One thing I do know, we can zoom out quite a way, and oh good, oh well, that's something that I'd not really paid any attention to before. So there's nothing else to get down here. Let's talk to the worried man. The man before you appears well-mannered but nervous. Excuse me, ma'am. I don't know you, but you look like you can handle yourself in a fight and we need some help. What's the problem? Some thugs are shaking down the market we've set up here. It's getting worse lately. I don't think we can afford to pay them anymore, but no one will stand up to them, and Lone Star isn't about to get involved. Where's this market of yours at? It's just down the street, man, please. Our livelihoods depend on the market. Okay, well, let's just talk to people. Sarah. Her clothes may be dirty, but this woman is far from downtrodden. Hey, that's not my business. I wouldn't go that way. Why? What's going on? Not that it's my business, but I wouldn't go that way. What's going on? Just some Halloweeners stirring up trouble, she points to the south. They rode in this morning on those fancy bikes, set up camp in the old street market. They've been marching up and down the street all day, shaking down anyone that wanders past. Typical. Well, odds are those are the guys we're after. Anything else I should know about these gangsters? Gangers? Well, their leader's a big old troll named John Paul. Real piece of work, even for a wiener. Yep, that's him. Jake just checks his pistol. Sound like a friendly bunch. Are you going to be safe out there? Sarah, she laughs. You think I'm dumb enough to get caught out in the open by one of those assholes? Now, I know these streets like the back of my hand. Worry about your own skin. Thanks for the heads up. No sweat. Where to go, where to go? Let's go up here. Commerce is like a weed, taking root in the cracks and crevices of the world wherever it can. Small street market has flourished here amidst the crumbling buildings of the Red and Barrens. Let's talk to the street thug. The thug attempts to use his bulk and hideous breath to intimidate the shopkeeper. The woman is holding firm, but you can see the thug's patience fading fast. He looks like he's about to start the breaking things. Ah, who the hell are you? Hey, man, I'm with you. I saw a pig rig cruiser just a block down. I want to come back tomorrow. Drek, for real? Alright, we'll settle this later. Okay. Thank you for your help. They'll be back soon enough, though. At least you brought us some time to scrape together the rest of the money. Okay, so we've gained a little bit of time for them. And my first run through, or the only run through I've done, which to be fair still isn't that long, I think I killed them all. And I think I got more karma for that. I think I'll spend it once I hit about 5 points. Although I might want to get dodge now. Dodge is always a good one. What does dodge do for me exactly? Okay, percentage chance of getting critical is available. Extra bonus. Ooh. Decking. Not interested too much in decking. Well, I haven't got any spell casting at all. I didn't... Okay, spirit summoning. Fair enough. What does this do? Totem choice available. Spirit control. And conjuring. Okay. Fair enough. Do I want to spend all of it on spirit summoning? Ugh, tough to say, tough to say, tough to say. suppose. Yeah. Well, aimed shot. I think I need something. Oops. Okay, can I not? Okay, so I think I've got that. Might put in dodge as well. How do I... Why can't I do this? Confused. Or have we already got this? Okay, so that's one I've spent. Where was it? Okay, there we are. And pistol. Okay, so I must already have that. Okay. Fair enough. Fair enough. Okay, right. Game saved. I want to go this way. Okay, let's go to the market. Halloween Sentry. Hey, asswipes, take another step forward. We're going to plant you right there. This is Halloween property now. Jake Armitage. This is one of the two that got away. If I hadn't missed my shot, these idiots would have given up and moved on by now. Hey, wait a minute, you're rolling with Jake? Bad idea, chummer. Halloween is a collecting that bounty. Killing you? Well, that'll be a nice bonus. Jeez. Right then, single target, accuracy increased by... Oh boy. It's just such a terrible damage that I've got. Okay, does that not work? Do I need two? What does it do? What does it actually do? Okay. Ah, someone out here. Okay, fair enough. What's his hit points like? Nice, pretty good. Okay, I'll just... kill them. Fair enough. Okay. Oh wow, I did not realize just how powerful they were. Oh, I missed. It's awful. Whoa, Uncle, I was just playing with you. I'll call it off the rest of the Halloween as Jake. Call it even, yeah? Nah, sod it. Dirtbags like you don't need second chances. Okay. Well. That turned out well. Got some karma. Who's this guy? Bobby. Hey, come on, got some tasty morsels for you. Just what every well-dressed Shadowrunner should have in her back pocket. Let's see what you've got. Ooh, wow. Not too expensive either. But let's get out of there. Down the donut man. Smell of fried food, powdered sugar and slightly burned soy calf, almost enough to overpower the dusty sewage of Redmond streets. The troll working the stand is covered in food stains older than he is. What can I get you, chummer? Did you see the murder in the alley across the way? You can tell me about the Barons. I'll take a jelly donut and soy calf. Enjoy. Ooh, we got a mission item. Did you see the murder in the alley across the way? Nope. I was closed when it happened. But hey, it's the Barons. The back alley killings, nothing new around here. The only reason the cops are making a big deal about this Ripper business is that some of the victims are real people, you know, folks with sins. What can you tell me about the Barons? Barons? Hell, if you have to ask, you probably shouldn't be out here. The stretch we're on is called the Touristville, though, and I suppose it's the closest thing around here to respectable. Fewer muggings, and you might even survive drinking the water if you're lucky. Wouldn't recommend it, though. He scratches his armpit. Now behind me, that's the Streamstressers Union. You want drinks, drugs, favours or information around here? Union's your spot. Hell, that place is the reason I'm in business. Folks get the munchies when they party. Mrs. Kaboot owns the joint. She's quality. Hard woman, but fair. See you around. Okay, I'm going to save it here. And that's where I'm going to leave it for today. So, thank you ever so much for watching. If you like, please subscribe. If not, don't worry about it. and I shall see you next time. Goodbye.